Well, Rebecca is out today. She has a birthday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. She turns the big 3-0.
But she has left us a present.
She has. So I don't know if you heard the first installment, but we're doing a little fan fiction when it comes to Abby and country music star Riley Green. And unbeknownst to us, Rebecca is a very talented writer and had done quite a bit of fan fiction in her past. So she was very kind to step up and say, hey, I got this. So now we have the second installment, chapter 2 of The Cowboy and the Yapper.
You're being referred to as the Yapper.
I got that because I'm definitely not the cowboy.
If you missed chapter 1, you'll just have to go to the Bert Show podcast and scroll and search and find it so you can catch up. Okay?
And we don't care about real life stuff at this point. We don't care about the history between Abby and Riley Green, the awkwardness, the DMs that didn't really go back and forth all that much.
Yeah, you could say it. We bombed.
We bombed.
They went south.
But we're not paying attention to it because this is fantasy.
The Cowboy and the Yapper, chapter 2. Tags, office romance, alternate universe, slow build.
Oh, now this is an office romance. Okay.
POV, Riley Green. The air in Atlanta was steeped with humidity. Felt a passing concern for my genuine snake leather cowboy hat as I stepped out of the car and into the parking lot. I was already in a low mood. The Uber driver my label had hired to drive me to the station had refused to turn down the morning radio show he was blasting through speakers, insisting he was a P1, whatever that means. Why would you title a program The Bird Show? I muttered under my breath. They weren't even talking foul.
FOWL.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could hear my manager Chuck's voice in my head. Riley, I know these kind of things isn't much to your liking, but all you got to do is brown nose a little with these radio peeps and your song will hit airwaves faster than I can come up with a quaint folksy saying. I smiled gently. Chuck, that moron. He had sent me to do the job I was least likely able to be apt to do. Buttering up radio personalities to get my song on the air wasn't exactly something in my skill set. But out of my entire catalog, this song deserved the extra elbow grease. And what a song it was. Dainty in denim. I briefly brought to mind my so-called masterpiece, the image of the muse that had inspired it danced behind my eyelids. She had no rhythm, but I liked it. I stepped through the wide glass double doors of the station building. The conference room the rep sat me in was noticeably lackluster. Not that I cared about that sort of thing. The chair poked at my frame and the complimentary coffee was nothing more than hot brown bean water. This was not a place for someone 6'4" and devastatingly handsome.
True.
I tried to pay attention as a nearby engineer spit increasingly specific fun facts about Disney's Twilight Zone Tariff Tower at me. Riley. Oh, wait, I gotta get in character. Riley? A voice called out. I recognized that voice immediately. It had the kind of melody that men write songs about, and that also record spots for adult toy distributors.
Use code Abby for 50% off.
At
adamandeve.com.
Thank you.
Shout out Adam and Eve.
Mama's got to get paid. Come on, man.
Mama's got to get paid since...
Try to hook you up, sister.
Since this is just fantasy at this point.
Abby sat
Yeah,
down.
you're going to be using a lot of their products.
Probably after this fanfic.
Right.
Abby sat down in the chair next to me, her blonde hair cascading perfectly down her shoulder, her blue eyes twinkling at me, looking almost violet next to her Taylor Swift Midnight's cardigan. I didn't peg you for the kind of cowboy who comes for this sort of thing. Not yet, I said. What? She said. What? I replied. After a brief moment of awkward silence, she smirked playfully. I heard your demo of Dainty and Denim, she said, looking me up and down. Wasn't blown away.
She's snarky.
Uh-huh. I rose to her challenge. But have you really listened to it? Her eyebrow arched suggestively. What am I not hearing, Mr. Green? The desperation of a lovesick farm boy whose only savior from heartache won't grant him the time of day. Does he deserve it? She almost whispered as she leaned in close. No, and I'm not a betting man, but if he did, I wager they'd be in love by now. She chuckled softly. You've certainly got talent. A contemplative smile spread on her face and she leaned back in her chair. I'd like to see what that mouth do.
Yo, damn, bold.
Many things, ma'am, I assured her. Well, Mr. Riley Green, she cooed. Let's make some magic.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's into chapter 2.
Hey.
I think in chapter 3, you guys are going to do it.
I think so too.
Would you like a teaser for chapter 3? Because we have one.
There's a chapter 3.
You can't just leave us hanging like that.
Don't you want there to be a chapter 3?
This has got to get steamy. Let's go.
Is that for bonus content?
On the third and final chapter of The Cowboy and the Yapper, Riley Green and radio personality Abby find themselves in deep, sexy trouble on set the music video for his hit song after the actress playing his main love interest mysteriously falls ill.
Mysteriously.
The Bert Show.